into that hillside like locusts.
Look over there, Paul.
It's bad enough, but now I understand they're planning to move over about 50 miles south of Crescent Mountain. Cut the timber there.
That's what I hear.
It's about, well, it's over 3,000 acres of watershed. Now, you're a land agent, Mr. Jenks. You know what that means. It means that range below Crescent Mountain can be turned into a dust bowl.
Let me see that map. But Mr. Milburn is within the law, Mr. Cartwright. Anybody under the law now that doesn't own land in Nevada can go in and file a timber claim.
How does it work?
And under the Preemption Act, you go in, make improvements on a quarter section of land, then you can claim it for $200.
Milburn owns a lot of land in Nevada. How does he get by with that?
Well, he's got a lot of men working for him that don't. See, what they do is each one of these hands goes in, he claims a quarter section. Then he sells the timber off to Milburn for $1. Or he goes looking for another job.
Well, that's just plain stealing then, ain't it?
In a manner of speaking, it is. But it's also legal.
It's also criminal.
Let's take a look at this. See, without that quarter section, Milburn couldn't afford to get his timber out. No access, no water. What do you think?
I think you're right.
Hey, Hoss, that pasture land Pa gave us last year?
Yeah.
I'll toss you for it. We're going to take off.
One of us wouldn't own any land in Nevada, would we?
That's right. Call it.
Heads.
You win. That wipes me out. I guess I can claim that quarter section now, huh, Mr. Jenks?
Right.
Yeah, I think it's worth a try.
I'll do better than try. Took me a day to get there, 2 days to do the improvements. I'll meet you at the Carson Land Office on Friday.
Yeah, Mr. Jenks, someday there's going to be a law to protect those forests. When that day comes, I sure hope there's some forests around to protect.
Sir, I do believe I cuffed myself one at long last. Come on, boy. Get off your horse and come on down here. Keep your hands away from that gun.
Yes, ma'am. It'd sure help me, ma'am, if I knew what this was all about.
I told you. I was fixing to catch myself a man. That's all. You'll do real fine with the muscle you got. But you're no. I got myself a bit of need right now. Come on. Let's go home.
lady. I'm trying to...
Not aiming to hit you, but I'm shooting with my left hand and unnatural. And this gun's got a hair trigger.
It's also empty.
No, it ain't.
Oh, yes, it is.
Guess I did fire both barrels. Kind of a fool thing to do, wasn't it?
You said something about a house nearby.
Yonder, near the edge of the lake. Come on, boy.
It's a real pretty place you got here. The water, and them pines, real pretty.
Yeah, just the way the Lord made it, except for the cabin.
How long you been living here?
Been living up here for years, boy. Why?
No reason. I just didn't expect to find anybody up here, that's all.
Tie up that animal of yours. There's chores to be done.
Yes, ma'am. There's something I think you ought to know.
My name's Carrie. Miss Amos Pickett. Now, Amos been gone 3 years and more.
I'm sorry, Miss Carey.
How are you called, boy?
Cartwright, Joe Cartwright. I'd like you to take a look at this map.
Yeah, I ain't hit much since yesterday, Joe. Truth be told, I ain't hit nothing at all. Less than beans on the back of the stove. I'll warm 'em up for supper. Could you do it for me?
Miss Carey? Notice in that hand. How'd you hurt it?
You know, I've been trapping critters most of my days. First time I ever got chawed on.
You were bitten? You better let me take a look at that.
Oh, it's nothing.
It's nothing. An animal bite's nothing to fool with. You don't let a doctor see it.
Don't worry your head about it. It'll heal in time.
Well, it wouldn't hurt none to have a doctor look at it. Besides, you're gonna have to ride into town with me anyway. What do you mean? That's what I was trying to tell you before. This property you're living on, it's government land. You're gonna have to file a claim.
Well, it ain't government land, it's mine. Nobody's gonna tell me I'm different.
Miss Carey, it is. Now, you like living here, don't you?
What kind of a fool question's that? I wouldn't be here if I didn't. My Amos lying over there in the Lake Grove, I wouldn't live nowhere else.
I mean, you will be living somewhere else unless
Come over here, boy. Here, boy.
Wind talking to the pines. Miss Carey,
It's just how my Amos used to say it. Just like. Pure mountain man, my Amos. Couldn't live nowhere else but in the deep piney woods. Couldn't breathe nowhere else. You'll be feeling things the same way, Joe.
well, in different pines where I come from, the same wind, I guess. Look, Miss Carey, I'm a rancher, but I care about the forest, too. Now, you're going to have to file on this property. You're going to lose it.
Tain't possible. It's mine, it's gonna stay mine as long as I draw breath.
Ma'am, it ain't yours, and it's not going to stay yours unless you file a claim and pay the government $200.
Land offices and clerks and rule books, meaning what they want them to mean. You know, them clerks took away a ranch from my Amos's daddy, run a road smack through his cabin. That's why we come here, to get clean away from everybody. My Amos built his cabin, and he left it for me, and I don't have to claim on what's already mine.
Ma'am, it's the law. It's the law. If you don't file, you're going to find your piney woods stripped clean.
You're just trying to scare me.
I am not trying to scare you. I'm trying to tell you the truth. Now, there's a man named Milburn, Jason Milburn. Now, he's going to log out the whole side of Crescent Mountain.
He can't. It don't belong to him.
You keep saying he can't. He can and he will, unless you file that claim, and you're going to do it tomorrow. What's the matter?
I'm gonna sit down.
You want me to get you something?
You got a lot of gentleness in you, Joe. Just like my Amos. Putting that blanket on me and all. Stay and do for me, just for a little. Just till I get my strength back.
Doing for you isn't going to help anything, Carrie. Now, you're going to have to file that claim, and you're going to have to see a doctor.
And have him lop off my hand.
Is that what you're so scared about? Look, if it's that bad...
No. It ain't nowhere near that bad.
All right, then it's settled. Tomorrow I take you to the doctor and to the land office. You go and get some sleep.
We'll talk about tomorrow when tomorrow comes. boy.
Not me, we. We're gonna ride into town like I said last night.
I'm not going with you. I told you I wasn't going with you.
Well, you are going. You know, there's a man named Milburn who's gonna file on this land of yours.
All this talk about a man named Milburn. I think you're going to steal my piney woods yourself.
Oh, now, come on, Carrie, you know better than that. Why don't you stop your arguing, go on in the house and get ready to ride into town with me?
I can't, even if I wanted to. I'm too sick to sit a horse.
All right, I'll file a claim for you and bring the doctor out here.
File all the claims you want to. You still won't get my piney woods. I'll stand you off. I fought Indians aplenty.
Let me see that.
No, leave it be. It's all right.
Don't be so stubborn.
All right of itself. Leave it be.
I'm sorry I hurt your hand.
Go on right out. Before you go, fill a water bucket down at the lake. The well's been dry for a year. Least you can do when you're leaving a poor old lady to fend for herself.
Trick was that?
Your horse got loose.
Well, my horse got loose. Now, you turned him loose, didn't you? All right, well, I'm going to find that horse, and I'm going to saddle him, I'm going to ride him into town.
Can't leave me without any food in the house.
Now, don't you give me none of that. You got enough food in there to keep you till I get back.
I've been going through the cupboard. There ain't enough food left for one supper.
Carrie, we've been through all this before. I checked the cupboard. There's plenty of food there for you.
I wish you'd come and see for yourself. I'm telling you the truth.
And my horse better be there when I come out.
You wouldn't leave a poor old lady to starve now, would you?
Jenks?
Oh, say, aren't you gentlemen a day early? 2 days. Thought Joseph was going to file that claim on Friday.
Well, he is, but Hoss and I here decided we were going to ride up to Crescent, and thought maybe you'd like to ride along with us. That way you could be a witness to the improvements that Joe made and also have that claim right in hand to Scott Milburn.
Well, I have work to do here.
Those streams up there are chock plumb full of them trout.
Mr. Jenks, the government has a stake in that watershed, too. The basin it feeds won't be worth a cent once all that timber's gone. And you'll have at least 20 ranches going bankrupt, and you'll have flood and drought and more drought.
Oh, and them trout are good eating, too. They do everything but jump right out of the stream into your frying pan.
Well, there's nothing like fresh trout for breakfast. All right. You know, we do have a stake in that watershed. I don't look forward to the ride. It's been 10 years since I rode a horse that far. But it's a worthy cause.
Carrie, it took me 3 hours to flush out that partridge, and you saw it was burning. You couldn't even give me a holler.
I figured you'd notice it and come running. You did.
Oh, that's what you figured, huh? All right, fine. Now, soup hasn't burned. You better see it doesn't, because that's all you're going to have for the next day.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm going to file on this land for you, whether you like it or not. See you Saturday morning.
Joe Cartwright. Joe! You can't mean it, Joe! Joe Cartwright, you can't do it. You can't do it. You can't do me out of my piney woods this way. You can't. Claim jumper! You go down out of this mountain and you don't need never come back here. Never!
Carrie Pickett, you're a stubborn, cantankerous old woman, but I'm going to save these piney woods for you in spite of yourself.
Joe, I'm sick and I let on. Joe, please.
All right, come on, get up, Carrie. Come on, get up. It's not going to work. Not this time. You know, I'm getting sick and tired of you trying to fool me, old woman.
do about it will heal by itself.
You've got to have a doctor.
Sure. Doctor will leave me one-handed. And I can't do for myself no more. I have to leave my mountain. My Amos is here. Can't live nowhere else. I breathe free, Joe.
Don't you worry, Miss Carey. You're gonna breathe free. Try and get some sleep. I'll be back with that doctor as quick as I can.
It's not all that bad, Joe.
Three whole steaks he's plowed. Good grub in this place.
Oh. Mr. Jenks, you feeling that dry a little bit?
More than a little bit, I'm afraid. I hope nobody objects if we get off to a late start in the morning.
Ain't no big hurry, is there, Paul?
No, Joe will have finished the improvement work by now.
Yeah, good. We can get along with that trout fishing, huh?
Mr. Jenks, I think what you need is a good night's rest. Let's see if we can find ourselves a place to sleep. And that's 3 dinners and 5 steaks. What's a good place in town to find some rooms for the night?
Right here, mister. Only place in Crescent City.
Good.
But I only have one room left. Mr. Milburn and a couple of friends have rented the others already. The room has a double bed, though, and I could rustle up a cot.
Well, Mr. Jenks, you take the cot and Hoss and I'll share the bed. Hoss, can I at least have half the bed?
Say, could you get that cot up right away, please? I'm practically asleep on my feet.
Very good. Up the stairs, second door on the right. I'll have it up right away.
Thank you.
Looks like we got here just in time, huh?
Mrs. Milburn? Did you see who went up them stairs?
Who?
Competitor of yours, Ben Cartwright.
Cartwright, huh? Never met him. If I had access to his holdings, I could set up an operation. Be very lucrative, very.
No chance. Mr. Cartwright is a man of principle. He believes in conservation.
Conservation, that's for dreamers and fools.
And for people who feel an obligation to the future?
Doc's principles are showing. Kind of rusty. But they're showing.
Really, Doc? You developing principles?
I would if I could afford it. But I can't. That's why I work for you.
A few more remarks like that and you won't. What'd you find on the mountain?
Well, there's a cabin on that key quarter section. There's 2 people living there. A young guy and an old woman, a sick old woman.
There's no record of anybody having filed a claim. It doesn't matter who's there. I'll buy the cabin, burn it down. We got a ride as soon as it's light. Come on. I'll stand you to a nightcap. Excuse me, mister.
Speak of the devil. That's the young fella I saw up on the mountain this morning.
Oh, what'll it be, mister?
Where can I find the doctor?
You can't. Not now. Doc Jarvis won't be back until morning.
Was he the only doc in town? Tomorrow morning may be too late.
Well, there's a doctor right here, Dr. Belden. Of course, he hasn't practiced in some time. Hey, Doc, why don't you at least see what you can do?
Look, Doc, there's a lady who needs your help real bad.
Sorry. He still has his doctor's bag with him. You might remind him of that.
It's been so long since he done any doctoring, he ain't gonna help that old lady.
I know. That's the whole idea.
Light the lamp, I'm coming in.
Look, I told you.
I don't care what you told me, light the lamp.
I haven't practiced medicine for a long time.
You're a doctor, you know more than I do. I need your help.
You'll have to get somebody else.
There isn't anybody else. It's an old woman. She's got an infected hand, poisoned by an animal bite.
How badly?
Pretty bad. Her hand's all swollen up, running a high fever.
Blood poison. An animal bite. That can mean an amputation. You want me to go with you to cut off a hand?
I want you to save her life.
What makes you think I can?
I thought it was a doctor's job to try.
You and everyone else. A doctor's supposed to be on call day and night, to go anywhere, anytime. To give help and medicine to people who can't or won't pay. I got tired of being poor. That's why I gave up the practice of medicine. Now get out. Just what do you think you're doing?
There's your fee in advance. Let's go.
And if I say no, I suppose you'll draw your gun.
What do you think?
I believe you would. All right, sir. I'll go with you.
Where'd I put it? Fool, Carrie Pickett, just like Joe says she was. Nobody's gonna steal my diamond works. Nobody. you to get and never come back.
Put the gun down, Karen.
I ain't aiming to kill you exactly, but I'm shooting left-handed and unnatural.
Yeah,
and this
and you've only got one shot left. I know, we've been through this before. Come on, put the gun down, let Doc Belden take a look at you.
I like my Amos right enough, but Joe Cartwright, I want to know if this is a trick to get my party away from me.
Come on, Gary, you know me better than that. It's no trick. You got my word the Doc won't do a thing without you say so. All right? That's my girl. Okay, Doc, you can take a look at her.
I need a clean towel, Mr. Cartwright. I'm sorry. Sorrier than you know. But you're gonna have to lose it.
Oh, sure, I told you.
Take it easy.
I told you, Joe. I told you, Joe.
Wash basin, boiling water, some bandages.
Take it easy.
Doc, are you sure?
I'm sure.
Oh, Joe, don't let him do it, Joe.
Carrie, listen to me. It's your life.
Oh, I don't care if I live. I don't care. I got ready to die before you come. So I put on my tiny silk scarf that Amos gave me for my wedding present. I've been treasuring it for my burying. I just want to die here near my Amos. You promised, Joe. You promised.
Can't let you take off her hand.
She's making a mistake. That infected hand isn't her life.
Well, she thinks it is. You're gonna have to try to save it.
Can't save her hand.
You're gonna have to try something, anything.
I can try a drain. But if it doesn't work, it'll be a life.
We try the drain. Gary, everything's gonna be all right.
Just so you don't take off my hand. Promise.
Mr. Cartwright doesn't have to promise. I'll do what I can. All I can. Without amputation. Mr. Cartwright, I'll need your assistance.
When do you think we'll know?
Whenever the fever breaks. If it breaks. All we can do now is wait and hope. land?
Miss Carrie does.
Too late now. Even if she lives, she won't be able to stay here. A month from now, there won't be a tree left on this mountain.
Well, I wouldn't count on that.
Milburn will be here soon with Marks and some of his loggers. I work for Mr. Milburn. They won't let you go down the mountain to the land office ahead of them.
Yeah, just how do you think he's going to stop me?
5 or 6 to 1? That'll stop you. Even if you get past them, it's first come, first served at the land office. They need a signature on the paper. How are you going to get it?
You must like working for a man like Melvin.
He pays me very well.
Yeah, that's all you think about, huh? Or whether it's right or wrong, just so you get your money.
My job, filling out claim papers for Mr. Milburn. Just happen to have one of this quarter section. All it needs is a signature. Marks. Watch out for Marks. He's tricky.
Let's go the horse with the crowd, huh?
Good morning, young man.
Mr. Milburn?
I trust Dr. Belden has proved useful and the patient is recovering.
She's still pretty sick.
Well, perhaps I can assist you in another way. The patient would be better off in town where she could get adequate help. If money's a problem, I'll buy this cabin, pay you handsomely for it, so that you can buy medicines and medical help.
Oh, that's very generous. We're not interested.
This land isn't yours. You've filed no claim.
That'll be taken care of.
I'm afraid it's a little too late for that.
I don't think so. The improvements have already been made. I'll file a claim for the lady. Why don't you two get on your horses and get off this property?
I don't think I'm going to do that, young man.
I think you will.
Oh? As I said before, young man, I'm afraid I can't do that. Better tie up that young man. I don't want any more trouble.
Put the gun away, Potter. You, Kelly, you come on down here and do like the boss said. Get a chunk of rope off that wall.
Milburn. Turn him loose.
What is this, Belden?
Quitting time, Mr. Milburn. This is one piece of timber you're not going to get.
Doug. Put the gun away. You ain't the man for this kind of work.
Try me.
Doc, put the gun down, or I'll kill this young man here.
Go ahead, Doug.
told you this wasn't your line of work, Doc.
Well, we've got two to tie up now.
Not the doc. I told you there's a sick woman in there. She needs Doc Belden.
Dr. Belden is an employee of mine. I'll see to it he takes very good care of your friend in town after you both get off this land.
She's not well enough to make that trip. She may be dying.
I'm a long ways from dying, Joe. My fever's broke. I've been watching you two. You get off my land, you trash.
This isn't your land, madam.
It sure is. I just signed this here claim paper.
Where did you get that?
The doc here give it to me.
Get this woman on a horse and get her into town.
If you put that woman on a horse, you'll kill her.
I'll risk it.
Go back.
Give me some water. Mr. Cartwright, I've always wanted to meet you, perhaps under less awkward circumstances. What started off as a business proposition ended up as...
I know exactly what happened here.
Sir, all I'm trying to do is...
What you're trying to do is steal some more timber.
As a businessman, Mr. Cartwright, you must understand.
There's something you must understand. This is my son that you've beaten up.
I'm right. Mr. Jenks, you bring that claim book with you?
I sure do.
That lady's claim paper, all filled out.
And I got the money right here. Gold dust. My Amos brought it from California. I've been saving it against a modern need.
Well, ma'am, I'm afraid that it isn't.
It's like enough gold to me. What do you think, Bud?
Well, Mr. Jenks, I think by the time you get to Carson City, you'll find that there's probably more than $200 worth there.
I'm sure there'll be enough here.
Like I told you before, Mr. Milburn, get off this property.
Joe, you saved my piney woods.
Boy, I want you to meet Carrie Pickett.
Miss Pickett.
And this is Doc Belden. He's been doing too much doctoring lately, but when he does, it's great.
I think I'll do a great deal more from now on.
Pretty good man in a fight, too. Thanks, Doc.
I'm afraid I didn't help you too much, but you did a lot for me. He made me open my eyes and take a good look at myself.
Well, I'll tell you, Doc, that one's going to be closed again unless you start using some of your own medicine.
You both need doctoring. Yeah, it looks like I'm the healthiest one around here. Come on in the house.
Carrie, I'll be back tomorrow to check on your hand. Joe's cleaning up inside. He'll be out in a minute. Good.
Are you all right, Joe?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Don't you worry about me. How are you gonna be? Sure you'll be all right up here alone?
Oh, I'll be fine. You know, I can hardly believe it. I was so scared for so long, and now, all of a sudden, everything's all right. And you done it for me, Joe.
No, just me. We all wanted it that way.
Joe. I ain't seen the likes of you since my Amos. And before, neither. If I had me 20 years less.
And if I had me 20 years more. Because I ain't never seen the likes of you either. You're stubborn and you're cantankerous. But they just ain't making girls into women like that no more. I know, I looked around. Goodbye, Carrie Pickett.